Testing audio, testing audio, testing audio, audio, testing audio. Hello, YouTube. Let me try that again. Hello, YouTube. It sounds like I'm talking to a pet. This is my first video, which means this is the one that we're all gonna laugh at. That's what happens with your first YouTube video. You put it up later so that people can laugh at it. If you follow me on Instagram at A Case of the Jills, which precisely none of you do, you know what I talk about a lot, and I'm probably gonna talk about a lot of those things here on this channel. Did I mention my name? God, I'm already messing this up. My name is Jill. Hi. You will see that a lot of the things I talk about are related to running, sports nutrition, being an athlete, being a regular chick who's not an elite but really loves to run, being stupid because I lost my period for 4 years and thought that that was fine. It's totally fine. I just don't get a period. I'm fine. I talk about the things that I've learned along the way about how to get my period back, how other people should think about getting their periods back. And I have to tell you, the reason why I started this YouTube channel is because I keep getting so many direct messages from tons of women all over the world, girls and women, so like young girls in their teens all the way up to women my age and older, who are messaging me and asking me questions about how to get their period back and wanting to know what went wrong. I totally get it, because we have all been listening to the same advice over the years that tell us a whole bunch of information about how to feed ourselves and what's healthy and what's not. And the problem is that information isn't really great. I didn't know that either. I think that there's a lot of people out there that are getting this kind of information and then they're getting confused. And it really just comes down to the fact that most of the studies on sports and sports nutrition are done on young guys, okay? And I'm not a young guy, and neither are you. Well, maybe you are. Well, if you're watching this and you're a young guy, go forth and be fat adapted. For women, it's not so easy. It's really hard to get healthy hormones and high intensity training together at the same time. I didn't know the right information, and I'm old enough to know the right information. I don't want to come off like some kind of expert in the whole situation. I'm not an expert. In fact, I'm just trying to figure it out for myself right now. I got my period 4 times already, and I am back running again, and I'm trying really hard to balance this whole thing of, you know, not running too much and taking care of my nutrition, but making sure my hormones are in the right place. And it's not easy. And maybe you want the same kind of information and advice that I really wanted and didn't know I needed back when I was convinced that it was fine for me not to get a period for 4 years. We're gonna talk about a lot of different things, not just running and nutrition and whether or not you need to buy tampons, although those are very interesting topics. I'm sorry if I just lost every guy who may have been watching this. So I'm also going to talk about some of the other things that interest me, because maybe they interest you too. I'm trying to buy clothing that is either made in America, made someplace ethically, made in some way that doesn't murder people and the environment at the same time. It's not that I'm a jerk or anything, it's just that I never really thought about it before. I'm just kind of like the average chick who just went to the Gap to buy her t-shirts. A lot of the times, the people making the clothing that comes from those fast fashion stores are in the worst possible conditions. They can't make a living. There's so many bad things happening to people who are basically sacrificing their lives to bring us a cute t-shirt. And I just became discouraged by it. So the more research I did into this topic, the sadder it made me. But truthfully, I'm grateful, because I'm putting a lot of time into finding better clothing choices. Because I spend an inordinate amount of time on the internet trying to find this stuff, I thought I'll share it with you. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee. And I really just want to talk about this a little bit more. Some other cool things, let's see. I get to go to Italy a lot, and I want to share that with you. I don't want to be one of those annoying people that's like, my life is so fabulous, I get to travel abroad whenever I want to. That's not me. I just happen to be with someone who's from Italy and whose family still lives there. We get to travel there a lot. And actually this year, or I should say next year in 2017, we're leaving in January. I'm going to Italy for 3 months. And I'm really excited to take you along on that journey. Most of the time when people go to Italy, they talk about like eating all the pasta and pizza they can possibly stuff into their faces, but I have celiac disease, so I can't eat any of that. So when I go to Italy, I really enjoy the food in a way that I can't possibly describe, but it's because the ingredients are so good, and it's not because I'm stuffing my face with pasta, even though I wish I could, but I can't. There is an ultramarathon in kind of the area where we live when we're there. So that's on the Italian Riviera coast. But there is an ultra marathon there. I think it's 47K, possibly. I'm terrible at the conversions, but I think that's 29 miles. I haven't done an ultra since, a proper ultra since October of last year, which makes it almost 1 full calendar year when I did Dick Collins' Bar Trails 50 miler. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to share the story of that race with you guys sometime. It was pretty gnarly. I really kicked my own butt. I'm a girl. I'm probably gonna talk about makeup and hair and things like that. I'm not good at beauty and fashion stuff. I'm trying really hard right now to pay attention to the ethical fashion choices. I'm really hoping that that can help me look cute and you know, be able to sleep at night at the same time. But I'm not a beauty guru, obviously. You can see here, this is not beauty guru status. My hair is a nest. It's completely insane. So I might talk about some of the products that I use to keep the chaos controlled. I may talk about some of the makeup I use to avoid looking old. See this? Ugh. And some other fun things. I don't know. This is gonna be random. The music on this channel is all gonna be original music by my boyfriend. His name is Mauro Colangelo, and he has a really nifty website, maurocolangelo.com. I will put the link below so that you can check out his music. So all the intro music, the outro music, all the stuff in the middle, that's him. He does music for films and television, and he writes his own stuff just for fun, and he's super cool and a great guy, and he's very tall, which is nice. So let's see what happens. If you get to know me a little bit more and I get to know you, hopefully you'll leave comments and you'll tell me, girl, do something about that lighting, fix your makeup, you need HD powder. I'm excited to hear all your advice, questions. If you have questions about how to get your period back, you can ask me that stuff too. Everybody else does, and I'm happy to share. And I want to talk about it because I think it's great. It's good stuff. Talk to me about ultra running. I'll probably do some, maybe even like product reviews, or tell you the stuff that I use, or give you some advice about training if you're interested. If you are just starting out ultras, or that you've been doing them a lot of years, this is a new journey. We're gonna do it together. Yeah! Oh my god, I'm such a dork. Ugh, get ready. Here we go.